Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Trick picker.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Did you get a
Great.
sale, Sally?
What? Oh. I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
No, my YouTube just started and it's not muted. I'm being a rookie today.
Okay. That's fine.
Why the hell isn't it muted?
Because I was listening to Hee Haw this morning.
Oh, I was going to say, who else should you be watching?
What?
I was watching Hee Haw this morning.
Okay, that's fine.
On YouTube.
Don't be a traitor.
Alrighty then. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. It's Tuesday. I think. Yeah,
Yes.
it's Tuesday. Oh my goodness.
I gotta go measure these the heel on this shoe.
Okay.
Ooh, get listing chicken fried steak. 200 free listings till Friday.
Woohoo!
Nice. I'll be right there. I'm ordering a sub.
Okay. You're
Mary
drinking
says,
your magic bean juice.
I have to say the doors are open on my store. Sold 2 on eBay and 2 on Posh.
Nice.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
Morning, Glenn.
Yep, it's Taco Tuesday.
Ugh.
I'm going to list stoneware today, hopefully.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
If I get that far.
So.
Thumbs up.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Hank. Where did I get this? I think I got it at the last time that I went to the thrift store, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I don't know. I just like the colors on it, and it's very, very colorful.
I like it.
So, and the earrings go so well.
Yeah.
And these were actually on my dryer, and I was passing them by as I was going outside. I was like, yeah, I'll wear those too. Those will work.
Oh, boy.
Because all jewelry boxes belong on your dryer.
A dryer, I know.
That's right. That's right.
I was just going to say something. Why is it on your dryer?
I will tell you, usually earrings are not like an all-day thing. Like, I'll wear them for the show, but after that, no. I usually take them out.
Yeah, I don't wear them.
Once I remember, that I have them in, so.
They make my ears itch, and I don't care what kind they are.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My ears will get, like, dark red and just itch. And they could be sterling, they could be gold, they could be whatever.
I used to have 8 piercings all the way up, and I took them out for surgery or something, and I never put them back in. And now it's like hell trying to. I mean, I have holes. I have holes in my ears, but I just don't wear anything ever.
Yeah. Well, you get to a point where you're just not. I just barely got into wearing earrings.
Just like the tatas were pierced, and I took those out for surgery and
You
never
took
put them back in.
Your what?
My
You
tatas.
heard what she said.
You took them off?
Yeah, I took them out.
You took them out.
Not off.
What did you take out?
My tata
piercings.
piercings.
She has nipple piercings, or she did.
Are you freaking kidding me, Sally?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of things you don't know about us. You think you know somebody, and nope.
And there goes the nipple piercing conversation.
Yeah.
Wild.
So anyway, on that note.
Anyway.
Well,
Mary
it's been a great
says,
show.
Oh God, I know Karen, right?
Mary says my list of stuff to do today far exceeds my ambition level so far today.
I hear you there.
Yeah, my list exceeds that also. Yeah, it did hurt. It did.
Why the hell would you do it?
And because you get to the point like
I'm never getting
have you ever had a tattoo?
Nope.
Okay, then you don't know.
Oh.
Like once you get one tattoo, you kind of like want more.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's how I was with piercings, but I couldn't. I was working as a vet tech and secretary, and I couldn't wear a bunch of piercings, on my face or whatever, or my ears. So
thank the Lord.
So I did the tatas.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't do gauges.
Oh no. It took me one time of seeing someone without a gauge in their ear, and I actually smelled it.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was enough for me. I'm like, yeah, that smells like rotting front flesh. That's exactly what it smells like. Ugh. Never.
I actually had gauges at one time. Not big gauges, but I did have gauges at one time.
Who are you people?
Yeah,
I think Nikki and I are the normal ones now.
that's those California people for you.
Yeah.
4 tattoos. Yes, 4.
Do you have any tattoos?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Nikki. Me either. See,
No.
Nikki, there you go. Don't you ever say that we're not the normal ones.
I thought of getting a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just, nah.
My daughter and I were supposed to on her 18th birthday. We were supposed to go and get matching lunch. Just little teeny tiny Mickey Mouses right behind our ear. And I said, "Oh my God, we can't because we're going to Disney and we're going to be swimming, so we can't get tattoos then because you can't be in the water." And then the next year I'm like, "Oh my God, we can't because blah 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 blah." And then going on until now she doesn't even want one. So like,
that kind of came in my head and then it left my head as fast as it came in. I was like, nah, there's no sense to it. I don't mind tattoos. Other people getting tattoos, I mean, they're beautiful, whatever. But sometimes people just get too crazy with them. I mean, these people that have them all up and down, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I think they're beautiful. I mean, looking at them on other people, they're beautiful, But but for me, like my niece, she got like a sleeve or a half sleeve or whatever the hell it was, and it's all up her arm. Well, she worked for a clinic.
Yep.
And at the one hospital, and she's like, well, they don't mind tattoos. And I said, yeah, but what if you quit that job and go somewhere else? They're not going to be the same. And then on 80, 90-degree days, you have to wear long sleeve.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, oh, well, I'm never leaving there. Well, she's had, 3 jobs since then? And every one, she's had to cover them up.
Yep.
So she's, oh my God, it's so hot. I got to wear long sleeves. I said, well, especially if you're going to be a professional, work in an office setting and stuff. Some offices will allow it, but other ones they're not going to allow it. So, you kind of got to think of that too.
Do you want to hear funny? Chris has one tattoo. I don't have any, and we met at a tattoo party.
That's funny.
That is funny.
I should get a hair tattoo on my scalp.
Oh,
Don't you dare. Where's Gwen?
Hey there, Liz. Good morning.
But my niece still doesn't regret it. She loves it. I mean, it was stupid too. It was Harry Potter. I mean, I don't know.
I don't particularly like the tattoos that cover up my being able to see the person
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Like I
your
said,
arm
I
doesn't look like an arm. It looks like a purple and green dragon from your shoulder to your wrist. But I mean, a nice purple and green dragon tattoo would be nice, just in one spot. I don't know if I'm making myself clear.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I understand what you're saying.
Or face tattoos that cover up their whole face.
Yeah, that's a little much.
I would like to see your face, not
Right.
this thing on it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Chris
what if
was a kid did that. Got a big old blackbird right down his side of his face. And the thing is, he was going to college to be very, very smart kid. And he was going to college to be a math teacher.
Oh, jeez.
And Chris goes, and he's working at Chris's factory. And Chris goes, hubcap. They call him hubcap because he has huge gauges in his ears. He goes, what are you doing? He goes, what are you doing? He goes, you just ruined your career.
Yeah.
He goes, you just ruined your career. He goes, you're going to be in a factory the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, what the heck?
Well, that's what I say. Somebody's career is in the bar, being a bartender, or they're, at a tattoo parlor, or something like that, where it's totally acceptable. Have all the tattoos you want, but if you're going to be a professional, not that bartenders are professional and whatever. I mean, you got to have talent to be a bartender. You got to have talent to be a tattoo artist. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you're going to be a professional in an office setting, or a teacher or something like that, doctor, that's not okay.
No.
They're gonna look down on you. And
Sally.
I sold the boots.
You what?
I sold the boots.
Good job. Woohoo.
See, this thing for Poshmark is working. It's working.
I
totally
agree, Sally.
I'm telling you. You gotta share.
I know, but they're sharing an awful lot. I mean, how much time are you spending doing that?
It takes me 15 minutes to share usually, and I'm doing it like every 2 hours that I'm awake.
Right. So maybe 7 times, 6 times, 7 times.
Yeah, I think yesterday I think was 7 times, but
like an hour and a half total of your time, and I sold almost $200 worth of items yesterday.
Yeah, she sold a lot. Where's my damn phone? Oh.
And they're just sharing, Nikki. They're just sharing their own closet.
Yeah, just our own closets. Even I got 2 sales from doing that.
That's awesome. Good job. I'm telling you, I am a big believer in, in the share thing. I don't know.
But you know what happens with me is like I'll go and share in the morning when I get up, and then I forget to share throughout the day. So Sally, it was such a good idea to do that with the thing.
I'm setting my alarm again.
And the alarm and everything.
It does help.
Yeah.
So if you want to do this, everybody in the chat and stuff, if you want to do this, set your alarms on your phone. It's a good tool to help you remember, and if you don't want to do it at that time, if you're busy doing something else, do something else. But
and I didn't set my alarm because Sally was telling me, and don't you know I missed the 6 o'clock one?
Did you really?
Yep, because you didn't tell me.
That was the last one I shared, and then I shared again. I think I shared again about midnight, and then I shared again at 3.
Nope, I missed it because of you.
There you go, Sally. After another $100 sales.
It's all your fault.
So again at 10, okay?
Oh, I'll wait for the ding-a-ling.
We've got plenty of ding-a-lings around here.
That ain't no lie.
That's the truth.
Todd's the biggest ding-a-ling of them all.
Yep. Well, thank you for that comment.
Yeah.
Well, he has the biggest dingling of us on the panel.
Karen says, Lauren also says share at lunchtime.
Do what?
Share at lunchtime.
Share at lunchtime.
Yeah. So yeah, I have it for sharing. And share at noon for every time zone. So it would be.
Oh my God!
That's getting a little bit much.
Yeah, now you're asking too much.
Yeah, because then you would be sharing at 12, 1,
2, 3, 4. 4 is Alaska.
Yeah.
And Hawaii, I think.
You would be sharing like every hour of the day.
Yeah.
It's gotta. If it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's gotta be noon somewhere.
Yep. If it's every time zone, yeah. I mean, you're gonna be sharing all day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Karen says just go Eastern time. Yeah, I mean, I think if I share at noon and then 2 and then 4, that I'll still catch those people, that are in the different time zones or whatever.
Wow. Mary said she sold 12 things she listed on Sunday.
Cool. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Good job, Mary.
That is awesome.
No, Mary and Bridget are perfect examples. You put the work in, you're going to make sales.
So yesterday, after I got off of here, I got some listing done, and then I started my little
adventure.
I had a little hiccup during the day, little anxiety issue.
Oh.
And then but then I got started on so I have 2 shelves in the kitchen that had clothes on them. And they weren't in totes or anything. It was just open. So I'm going to get those clothes out of here. So I had to separate them, box them up, and I'm going to put them in my storage unit. The bad thing is there was so many good pieces. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this is. Oh my God, I can't believe this is in here. Oh my God. So I ended up with. So I started putting those things. I thought, well, I'll just keep those to the side and I'll list those, right now. Well, I ended up having 5 totes of those.
Oh my God.
Because there was so much good stuff.
Well, yeah, you don't pick up junk. I mean, what did you think?
No, I don't. I don't. And there's a ton of vintage stuff in there. But so my thought is I will put those at the front and, and tackle, try to get through like 1 tote a day.
Yeah.
And then just, try to do it that way. And then start in on the boxes. I ran out of boxes. So
I'm getting there, running out of totes.
But I mean, it was good. It was.
Ooh.
I'm glad that I got through.
Now, when you guys sell stuff, your totes start getting less stuff in there.
Yeah.
Do you end up putting stuff in the totes again?
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, what I do
when
is
I actually touch my inventory.
What I do is I bring the totes that are almost empty home, so I know what numbers they are, and then while we're listing, we'll just stick that number on the listing and throw them in that tote.
Yeah. That's what I do too, but
of course you do, because we pretty much do it all the same.
Yeah. I know.
But so after I got done doing that, it was about probably 10:30, 11, And I started it on my shipping.
Oh my God.
And I think I had 16 going out today.
That's awesome. Good job.
Very good.
So not bad. I mean, there was a little purse, like a wristlet, and there was a pair of earrings, and the rest was clothing.
Wow. Good.
Good job.
Good.
I thought I'd have till tomorrow to do my shipping, but it's supposed to snow tonight, so I'll be plowing tomorrow, so I gotta do my shipping today.
What you got going out?
9.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Well, your sales
Not
are
really, it's from the
being,
weekend.
your sales are still being pretty consistent. You know, like, have you been listing that much this week?
No,
Well, that's. I mean,
I haven't listed at all.
so you're just riding on fumes.
She's riding on the momentum right now.
Yeah.
She got on the momentum train, and
Yeah.
she can't get off. Oh, but
Well, keep it up, Nikki.
yeah.
Just riding the wave.
We know that you can do it.
Well, I know I can do it too. I used to do it.
She doesn't feel like it right now.
Hey there, Miss Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey,
Kelly.
Teresa. Good morning. Good morning.
My advice to everybody is, if you get burnt out, do not take a break like I did. Like totally take a break. Yeah, maybe pull it back a little bit, but do not like just kind of just quit altogether for a while. Don't do that. just reel it in a little bit, but don't fully stop doing what you're doing, because it's really hard to get back into it.
Nikki, are you feeling like you're going to quit doing eBay?
No.
You don't feel like that?
No, I'd never quit eBay.
Because then she'd have to get a job.
I know.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want a job.
No.
So she has to keep Gary satisfied somehow.
The only way I would quit eBay is if I started my other business that I want to start.
Right.
But I wouldn't totally quit eBay. I just.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing. You'd be pretty much doing almost the same thing. So.
Oh, I just got ranch on my sleeve.
You got what in your sleeve?
Ranch.
Oh, I thought you said ants.
That's what I thought.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my boots.
She's got.
There ain't no ants all right now.
That's what I was thinking, but you know, never know. Especially when Nikki's around, you never know.
Them ants are way under the ground right now. It was 2 below last night. They were like, hell no.
Yep.
So I got about 16 packages going out too.
That's great.
And
Very good.
one of them is dadgummit.
Awesome.
FedEx would be $21. It's one of those truck windshields, you know. Still got a few of those. And it's great. I'm making great money on those, but and the buyer paid $30 shipping. But it was like $42 USPS or $20 FedEx.
Okay, well, take it to FedEx.
Except FedEx is $12 worth of gasoline away.
But do you have a FedEx a drop off around you?
Nope.
Oh.
You don't have a Walgreens?
Like,
you don't have a Staples or Walgreens or anything?
Nope.
No.
I live in a little town. So, I don't know. I like small town life, but when you...
It really depends on, can you utilize that time when you're going to the big town to drop that off? Can you do something with your time, you know, make it worth your while, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You know, if you're not, the thing is if you don't want to leave the house, if you then you pay the extra money.
How much would it be for them to pick it up?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had good luck with that because I'm either out when you get a window or whatever, be there from 4 to 8 p.m. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I forget and they leave. And
oh, no. Okay, well, then.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell ya.
I mean, I could schedule a pickup, but then I would totally forget it.
Is there a small business that they stop at that you could bring it to that would take it?
Nope.
I'd just take it in. Go find you some thrift stores or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or go find you go find you a rummage sale or something. I'm sure there's something around there.
Yeah. Or I can just
do it.
Or that's the thing is you just have to make up your mind. Am I staying in today, or do I need to go out? Do I want to go out?
I can easily make up the money by just making a couple of listings.
Right.
Then take it to free. Then quit whining.
Well, yeah, it's just
do it
because I'm old and I have to whine. So shut up.
Oh.
That's just right.
I reached the age where when this many parts of your body just hurt for no reason, then I'll just gripe all I want. I don't care what anybody else says.
Well, go for it.
You gotta fight for your right.
Anyway, I have going out.
For the right to gripe.
Hey, if you don't have tissue paper that's regular, do you send the eBay tissue paper for Poshmark stuff?
I always send my Poshmark stuff and eBay stuff.
I have done that before.
I used to send my Amazon packages with eBay stuff too.
They don't hate on you too much for it?
Nah.
I've never been hated on for it.
You're all right.
The hell do they care whether it says eBay or Poshmark? They don't give a shit.
Well, I've had that thought to myself, but it'd be all right.
Knock on wood, I have never had anybody complain about the packaging that I've sent. And I've sent recycled stuff. I always use recycled stuff. I mean, clean, don't get me wrong, I'm not sending stuff in diaper boxes and pizza boxes and stuff like that, But I've sent stuff out with that had writing all over the box. Now all of a sudden, all my boxes that come from my husband work, I'll say Uncle Gary on them because this guy that works there calls him Uncle Gary. So a bunch of them will say Uncle Gary on them, on the inside of them. I never have any problems with anybody. I've never once in all the years that I've been selling on eBay have I ever had anybody complain about my packaging.
No, I've never.
Unless it broke, of course, but that was my stupidity.
In fact, I always have people commenting, great packaging, and so. No.
Yeah. I just know that there's been people that said don't send eBay stuff with eBay packaging stuff with your Poshmark orders because it's not the same. It's like sending an Amazon package with eBay stuff, Yeah.
And I get my boxes from Amazon too. Everybody saves me their Amazon boxes. My family's huge Amazon shoppers. So I just slap my eBay tape right over the Amazon tape and away it goes.
Yep, that's what I do.
I figure as long as it gets to them in a reasonable amount of time and it's in one piece and they're happy, that's all they give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the most part, that's all they care about.
Joanna says, what's wrong with diaper boxes? They're like the strongest.
Oh,
I know they are. I just feel funny sending them in them.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't like to send anything out in marked boxes like that. Like,
Yeah.
I won't send anything out in commercial boxes like that. I just won't. Like,
the only time I would, well, I mean, I've sent stuff in donut boxes and stuff like that, but it's not like, I mean, they're pretty plain boxes. It says donuts on the side.
Yeah. No, I mean like I guess I don't know what I mean. Never mind.
Like packaging for something.
Yeah, like the colorful boxes. Like I don't.
Right.
Like a coffee maker bar.
I don't normally do that, but I have to say I have sent thing in Caesar's boxes, the Caesar dog food, because those are like extremely thick too. Those are nice little boxes. I have sent stuff in those.
I mean, I would say like if you're sending shoes and a cereal box or a food box, why if the shoes weigh more than a pound, why wouldn't you just use a shoe box? You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Why wouldn't you just use a box that is meant for that you can get for free?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's my only stipulation with it is, why wouldn't you use something that's free to you?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why my customers complain that my shirts smell like cornflakes, because I kind of like the smell of cornflakes,
Yeah. I don't know why they complain, Todd.
Liz says if anyone has an Ulta near them, check the recycle bin. They have tons of plain brown boxes, all size. That must be inventory stock boxes because there's no shipping labels on them. That's a good idea. She said they have the toughest bubble wrap also.
Mm.
Yep. So.
Yeah, my husband gets me this indestructible bubble wrap from work. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing also is, and utilize that shipping supplies coupon too.
Yeah.
When you get it. I mean, normally, unless you're sending out, a ton of stuff every single day, you're normally not going to run out of stuff. So, usually when I order, I'll order different things. So.
And we live in a day and age where people are into recycling.
Yeah.
So I think it helps you out more recycling those boxes than it does not, because people see that you're recycling.
Right.
And more people these days are into that. Tom, you look really nice today. I really like you in flannel.
Yeah, you look really good.
Thank you very much.
That's a really nice look on you.
And your hair looks nice. You look very well put together this morning.
I figured I should say that.
Am I getting fired?
So bad on that
posture. I keep expecting Valerie to say, "Would you step into my office for a minute?"
We need to have a talk, Tom.
No, you really do look nice in flannel.
Am I getting fired? That was funny right there.
I know y'all have y'all having real weather up there, but we're having sleet down here right now.
Oh, sleet! Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Bridget's internet went out.
It's
she has more problems with her internet going out.
And we're not supposed to be having anything, so.
Good morning, Beth.
Call your daughter and tell her to batten down the hatches, because if we get sleet down here, God only knows what they'll get on the north side of town.
Oh, I know. I know.
Why would somebody have their personalized license plate as Stain?
As what?
Stain.
Stain?
Maybe they're cleaners.
Maybe that's her last name.
Oh, maybe.
I know some Stains.
What?
I'm sitting at.
What the hell?
Are you kidding? Somebody's last name is Stain?
Yeah.
So what's their first name? Red or
Even?
Wine?
Chocolate or? Candy.
Candy stain. Ink stain.
Ink.
I had
We
this
could
friend
go on
that
and on with this.
I had this friend Candy that I used to work with when I used to work at the casino years ago, and she was gonna marry this guy with the last name of Stick, so her name was gonna be Candy Stick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, that's like my friend whose name is Shanda, and she married John Lear. Chandelier.
Oh my gosh. How does that happen?
I don't know, but she just about called off the wedding when she started thinking about it.
When my husband was in school, he had there was this family. Their last name was Rabbit, and their parents named them all Peter, Bunny.
Oh
Okay.
my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
They were all named.
That's just wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
This past weekend, I saw a Mercedes 450 SUV. You know
Nice. Yeah.
SUV. Their custom tag was Thrifter, THRIFTR. And I thought to myself, well, either he's a reseller or she's a reseller, or they saved enough money by buying stuff at thrift stores that they can pay for the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Getting ready. I'm going to take my son to school.
Okay. He's such a good dad.
Oh. Oh. That's funny.
No, Greenville Treasures are UNSC or North Carolina? Because we have Greenville, South Carolina. We have Greenville, North Carolina.
I used to watch.
She said, I'm not that far from you, and it's 42 degrees here. Be careful and keep that mess on your side of the state. Mm-hmm. Mary says she got 3 totes of photos, postcards, slides, 3 totes of miscellaneous, 2 totes of plush, and a box of records, and a box of makeup. And so here I sit, listing away. There you go.
Where did Bridget go?
Her internet went down.
Her internet went out for some reason. Let's see.
Now, see, if my internet goes out, I can still use my phone with my printer. That's what I like about my printer is my printer's Bluetooth with my phone or Wi-Fi or whatever, and I can still use my phone to print if my internet goes down.
We're supposed to get 6 to 8.
Supposed to get 5 tonight.
I can just do that.
What happened to you? I really need to clean it. Shut some of this stuff down.
Oh, there she's back.
I'm on my phone.
Can you use your phone to print?
My one printer I can, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bridget.
What?
Look right here. You see that tear I'm shedding for you?
Tom.
What?
Well, because I said it sucks because I packed up and printed labels for 48 items last night, and I have 19 more to go.
Oh.
So that's why he's saying that.
Poor Bridget.
Oh.
She sold 67 items, and she's concerned about packing.
Well,
yeah,
she gotta be. That's her job.
Yeah, if she got dinged on all those 19 packages, she'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they don't have to go out till tomorrow,
but you're just doing it good.
That's the thing is that even if you have a a bigger or larger, if you have a handling time more than a day, shit happens. So don't wait until the day that you have to ship that stuff. Try to get it all done earlier than that, because
No,
you
this
know,
stuff
shit's
technically, yeah.
pretty random.
See, that's what I'm worried about. Is that I'll sell something, and usually, unless I'm in bed asleep, and when my phone ka-chings, if I'm just doing something else, I'll get up and pack it right then. Because I'm scared, you know, I'll get up, I won't have power, or I won't have, you know, something to be amiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And see, I don't even practice that because I'll put it off. I put it off until last night at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, see, if I've got my stuff at home, I pack it right away. As soon as I get, or if I'm home, I pack it right away and get it ready to go.
No matter what time it's, yeah. No matter what day it's supposed to go out, I do the same thing.
But if my stuff is in storage or whatever, then it's last minute.
Well,
did you guys
Grandma
see those
Magic
pictures I
Classic
sent?
sleeps till 9 o'clock.
Huh?
Grandma Magic Classic says she gets up at 9 a.m. She must just do this for something to entertain herself with if she can afford to sleep till 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
In the winter, if I could sleep till 9, I totally would. I was having a hard time getting out of bed this morning.
If I lived where you people live, it would be hard for me to get out of bed at all. With 15 inches of snow and 8 below zero.
I mean, in the summer, they know I'm up at 4:30, no problem, ready to go. But in the winter, I'm like, nope.
Me too. In the summertime, I'm up there to go. In the springtime, especially, I love the springtime. I'm a totally different person in the springtime than I am in the wintertime.
Yeah, me too.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's what I'm wondering.
Everybody at work used to when we go through daylight savings time and we get that extra hours of sleep, everybody like, woo! Well, me, I was like, ugh. And then when springtime came around and we lost an hour, everybody's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Woo!
Yep.
All right, guys, I gotta go take my youngest to the hospital to work, or to school. So I got to rock and roll.
All righty.
I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Bridget, get that stuff packed, girl. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Yeah, I'm with Nikki. I'm a much better. I just feel better in the spring and summer. Like I'm more perkier. I have more energy.
Oh yeah.
I just.
Yeah, I agree. This has been a really long winter.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, we're talking like from October to to March.
It's been a really nice winter, though. I mean, we've had a lot of snow, but we haven't had half the cold weather that we usually do. So, I mean, we really, up here where I live, we can't complain. I mean, we've had a really nice winter. Except for all the snow, but that's just normal up here.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't mind this, especially now that I get paid every time it snows. But over an inch. But yeah, the cold weather. Yeah, we've had actually pretty nice weather for up here.
Yeah, we just we're not used to this much snow. I mean, usually, it'll snow. We'll get 2 or 3 inches, and then it'll melt off, and then in a week or so we'll get another couple of inches, and it'll melt off. And usually we don't have this kind of and usually but it does get cold. So I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm over it.
Soon, very soon.
Now, March is a big snow month, so I think after March I'm going to be over snow. as much snow as we had this year already, I think, yeah, after March, I'm going to be like, no more snow, please.
Guys.
Sold that clock radio.
Good job.
Man, these stupid eBay customer quote. How much do those shoes weigh? So you got to go in the inventory, pull out the shoes, weigh them.
Well, you should have already weighed them anyway. So you could make sure that you charged enough shipping.
Well, I don't weigh them. I weigh them up. I just go up to, if they weigh 1 pound, 5 ounces, I always put 2 pounds on the shipping.
Right.
So.
But they want to know exactly how much they weigh.
Yeah, it says, oh, I'm going to use these for exercise, and I can't have heavy shoes. I'm like, well, you're a wimp.
Yeah.
Can't lift a pair of Dockers shoes, I swear.
And I got somebody on Poshmark who's like, can you take a picture of these shoes outside of the pack? They're sealed in a package. She's like, I have a brace, so I need to see what they look like without the packaging. Like, well, I'm not going to take them out of a sealed package.
Oh, and then that customer that their orders or their I got their PayPal, but it still shows unpaid.
Mm-hmm.
She said when she was buying them that her internet shut off right when she paid. And so it registered on PayPal, but didn't go through eBay.
Oh.
So that was weird. So I'm shipping it out. I don't care. If she rips me off for that doll dress, it's a Barbie dress.
Yeah. You'll get over it. That's funny.
I'm rough on my customers. No, they don't know I'm talking about them.
All right.
I mean, how bad out of your shape do you have to be that you can't lift your shoes?
Well,
I guess that's pretty out of shape.
Sometimes there's heavy, like, if they're whatever kind of shoes they are, sometimes they can be pretty heavy.
With my arthritis, some days I have a hard time lifting my shoes. With my arthritis, sometimes I have a hard time lifting my phone.
Well, I mean, yeah, but maybe they're using the shoes for dumbbells.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You never know.
So I got the shoes out, weighed them, and sent them the message.
Good job.
Now, how
I shipped my boots.
Woohoo! I shipped my boots. Oh.
I'm so glad that we can use
your boots.
Yeah. I'm so glad that we can use regional boxes, because some of those regional boxes, they fit perfectly, like those boots fit perfectly in there.
Yeah.
In a B,
Yep.
So I'm glad that we could use those now. And if you don't use regional boxes, you're missing out, because some of those are really good. Some of those
I didn't use them for the longest time. I didn't use them. I don't know why, but then once Sally told me about them and got on to me for not using them, then I started using them.
Yeah, I forgot who I learned that. That stuff you learn by talking to other resellers.
Yep.
You wouldn't know that just automatically.
Right.
I
was like, what's these?
Dusty or somebody was talking about it.
I was looking at them in the USPS thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna get some of those and see what those are about, and because I hadn't heard of anybody shipping with those.
With what?
And the regional boxes.
Oh yeah, I like regional boxes.
And I was like, I'm gonna get some of those and see what they're about. And I clicked on them and seen that you can, send a certain weight and everything. And then Poshmark made it to where you could ship with any USPS box
Yeah.
Except Express, of course. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm doing that. What are you doing, Ringo?
Yeah, I'm silly boy. I'm silly boy, huh?
Yeah, I think I used Liz. I think I used a regional C box right before. I think I ordered them the first time right before they ended those, and I'm like, I love these regional C's, and then they
Oh my God, I love those.
And they ended it and didn't put those out anymore. I was like, dang it.
No.
But they were a really good size too. But if you go to USPS, it'll tell you the specifics of what, how big they are and everything, and how much you could ship in it and where to or whatever.
Yeah.
The regions.
Yeah, I got a message from this lady that sent me that necklace. She was supposed to send me a pair of jeans, but made a mistake. She was returning them, and then she made a mistake and sent me the necklace. So she said, well, I'm mailing you a label so you can just ship it, if you can just ship it to the customer. And I said, yeah, I can do that. And she goes, don't worry about, sending the Ringo. That's enough. Don't worry about sending the refunding or whatever for the pants. And I was like, well, no, because you ain't sending them to me. I'm not going to refund them if I don't get them.
Right.
What happened? You bought something and they sent you somebody else's thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
She had a refund or a return, and I guess she had 2 returns, and so she switched them. So yeah, it was just a big old mess. But
big old mess.
Yeah. So that was the thing, is why, if I guess if it wasn't important, why would you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shut your door.
Is that me?
No. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead with whatever you're trying to say. If you remember.
I done lost it, so never mind.
I knew we were talking about the return.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it was. So anyway, apparently it wasn't that important.
Just talk over me. You guys do anyways. I'm just kidding.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
You guys never listen to me anyways.
No, Nikki and I can never get a word in edgewise.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
Like
Tom's not here. You guys can talk.
It's like what me and Bridget have to say. This doesn't matter. Me and Bridget are the redheaded stepchildren.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
Yep, we don't care.
I was listening to you yesterday when you were yelling at that dog.
Yep.
I think the live chat was over with. You guys in the side chat weren't in here, but
oh no, we were in here.
I was here.
Were you?
When
we went live though. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lugnut got off the leash and ran over into the neighbor's yard and was, I guess, pissing on all that. And yeah, Nikki's got a pair of lungs.
Well, and that wasn't even as loud as I can yell. Well, anyways, and then the thing was, every time I yelled his name, he'd just wag his tail. He wouldn't come. He'd stay right where he's at. He'd just wag his tail. I'm like, get over here.
He's like, hi, Mama.
Yeah, that's my name. I'm busy.
I love you.
Get out of the way, guys.
Wag, 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 wag.
was being a little dink yesterday because he usually listens. Hey, go lay down. Oh my God, Ritalin poster child! I swear to God. Ooh. My daughter's dog Diesel. God, that dog is like a perfect example of what Ritalin can do for you.
Oh my gosh.
Or why you need Ritalin? I mean,
it's 10 o'clock. Time to share.
Well, I would love to share, but I can only do so many things on my phone at once.
I wonder if they have
Okay,
Ritalin.
I am gonna go share my packages with the postman. So I'll be back.
Let us know
I will
how
be back
that
in.
works out.
I'll
Make
let
sure
you
you're
know.
on the good
I'll
side
be
of your
back in a
box.
minute.
Okay.
Well, the way you've talked about your postman, I wouldn't doubt if you share your package with him.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Get out of the way, guys. It takes so long to walk from one side of this house to the other because these dogs are just in your way all the time. God.
Hi, Pick with Joy, Martha.
Hi, Martha. I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been a while. Joanna says, get it, Valerie.
I think he's married, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she might.
Yeah, she said he was kind of cute, but then he
Yeah.
started talking about his wife and stuff.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah, that's what they say. All the good ones are either married or gay.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the guys that like guys out there say, I'm sure they say either they're married or straight.
What might be a $200 mistake, Mary?
Oh. That don't sound good.
Maybe so. I'm lost. I screwed up a couple weeks ago somehow, mixed labels, and sent an expensive item to the wrong customer. They contacted me and told me, and I refunded the actual buyer, and have been waiting for them to send it back, and they printed the label and have not sent it yet. Starting to think they are keeping it. Shake my head. And then they resell also, so I've been stalking their store to see if they post it for sale. And all in all, this might be a $200. Well, you'll learn your lesson real fast with that one.
Yeah,
you know, that's
always wait till you get it back before you refund.
Well, she sent a refund to the actual buyer of the thing that she sent to the wrong person.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know if she sent a refund back to them, to the person that has the expensive item.
It's pretty easy to send something to the wrong person.
Yeah.
You're sitting there and you've got 15 things to pack up and ship, and yeah.
You know what I'm really bad about is like shipping a bunch of stuff, and I put labels on everything, and then it's usually the last one. I forget to put the stupid label on, or even forget to print it.
Too, by the way.
I've done that 3 or 4 times at least that I know of.
Yeah. Yeah, several times I'll show up at the post office with my package, no label on it.
So I'm not the only one. That makes me feel better, Todd. Thank you.
Yeah, no, they just look at me like, yeah, we know how you are.
You're not done yet.
Yeah. You just sit in the post office and go, frickin'
I've done that before. Sent my husband with packages, and he's like, and he forgets to look. So then all of a sudden, the lady who I know in there knows my husband. She's like, "Hey, get back here! This one don't have a label on it."
I think the last time I did that, the postal clerk said, "You know they ship better with a label on them."
Yeah.
just like that, just straight face, like,
yeah.
You know they ship better with a label on them. Yeah, thanks for telling me that.
I think the best thing, what usually helps me, even if I get everything together, if I have a bunch of things to ship, get it all together and then like do one and at a time, one after the other, and just don't print a label and not put it on there. Put it on there right away and get it done until you finish until you can start the other one.
If I decide not to do one at a time, I write on my package where the label goes, like where it's going or the name of the person, or what it is, and then I'll do it that way. But yeah, usually I just do mine one at a time because then you don't have that mistakes,
I mean, no matter what, you could be doing this for a long time, and we're all human and we make mistakes. That's the end story. So you just got to do the best you can and figure out what works for you.
I'll be right back. The dogs have to go out.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Martha. So you have a empty nest now. Or do you only have the one son, or do you have more than one? I still have I have two kids, but one lives about 4 hours away, and so I hardly ever get to see him. I seen him on Christmas. He stayed for a few days and stuff with us, but it would be very sad if he moved further away, or if my other son moved out. That would be like really sad for me. He was talking about moving to Washington State, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably follow you or something. But now he has a girlfriend, so I don't think I have to worry about that. Which is a good thing for, it turns out to be a very good thing for me, Yeah, you can't prepare. Oh, you have a daughter, 14. Okay, so she's got a while still. Ooh. Get it, Todd. What'd you sell?
Ooh, that was a good sale.
What'd you do?
Some of those soda machine pumps.
Oh, good.
I had like 14 of them, and this guy bought 5 for $100.
Awesome. Good job. Yeah, no matter what, you really can't prepare for your kids moving out. It is something that, I had a really hard time with my kids leaving me, and they had both moved out before. My youngest son still lives here now, but they had both moved out at one point, to be roommates with their friends, and it was so freaking hard. And I'm like, how do you? There's like no tips, no nothing. Nobody could say, except they got to live their own life. You got to let go. It's like, I don't want to. I want my kids to be here with me. I wish they could live with me forever. I wish I was rich and they could, live in a bigger house and, have big rooms and plenty of space and stuff. That's what I want. I wish that they could, have big rooms or even like a part of the house that is theirs, and that would be, I don't want to let go of them. It's bad, I know. I wish my kids were still little. Oh, I'm so sorry, Martha. I feel so bad for you because I know exactly how you're feeling. I know. It's so hard. And you just want to keep them. It's like don't grow up. Just stay little so I can keep you here. But it's kind of selfish in a way, and I mean that's totally me. I know I'm selfish, especially with my kids. And my oldest son, he actually moved out and moved, like he was gonna move with his girlfriend. And it was only 45 minutes away, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect, we could go visit and everything. My van would probably make it, and so it wouldn't be too hard. Only 45-minute drive, and he lived with her for less than a week, and they broke up, and like they signed a year lease and everything. It sucked.
Damn.
And he totally messed up with her, like she had her own little problems and stuff, and it was just kind of messed up. But less than a week. And then, so instead of moving back home, he called his friend Derek, and he's like, hey, do you need a roommate? And he was like, yeah, actually, this dude just left. He was in college and stuff, and he couldn't afford to go to college anymore, so he left. And so now we have like an open room and stuff. And so he moved, not back home, but he moved 4 hours away. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want you to do this. I was so sad because, he was living at home, and then he moved to this other place, and then he is moving 4 hours away. It's like, oh my God. And you want to be there for your kids, just in case they need you. But, I know that you have to let go. You have to let them do what they're going to do. And
but still 4 hours.
Make mistakes. Make mistakes like you did when you were younger. I made plenty of them. Yep. But you want to be there for them, to tell them, hey, this is how you do this so that you don't fuck up,
But I mean, that's the thing about having, when I lived in the same town that my kids lived in, I was their crutch and they were my crutch.
Speaking of kids, hi Julie.
Hey Julie. That I felt like, they depended on me and I depended on them.
Yeah.
And as much as I hated to leave them, they needed to, it was time for them to grow up. And and do the adulting thing and everything. And really, as much as I miss them and everything, it was really the best thing I could have done for them.
Yeah.
When I left to come here, so it sucks.
Yeah.
I wish I could be with them all the time, but yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to live without my kids.
You would.
I know, but it would be hard.
It's just really hard. I mean, it's cool that they live close enough to, go over to their house and stuff, and they can help you out and you help them out, you know, whenever you can and stuff. That's the way it's supposed to be with family.
Right.
You know? So
yeah.
Do what you can for each other.
Yep.
Oh, Karen, I was like, well, that's not very nice. She didn't mean to say that. Hi, Alana. I haven't seen you in a while.
Alana.
There's Alana.
I know, me too, Hank. I was like, damn, Karen. Is she fat because she's like stress eating or something?
Oh my gosh.
That sucks, Karen. Yeah, it sucks when they move so far away, and I want to keep you in my pocket. And Bridget's going through that right now too, Martha, because her daughter moved out, but she's, you know, her daughter's doing the thing, you know, buying her a house with her boyfriend, and you know, she doesn't live too far away that Bridget can't see her, you know, so.
An hour and a half.
Well,
yeah.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, but if you really wanted to see her, you could go see her.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for making me feel bad. I haven't gone to see her yet.
Well, you know, she has her life and you have your life, and you know, you got to figure out times and stuff because she works a lot, stuff like that. But you know, I mean, we understand that.
Yeah.
In a bath.
Yep. It sucks, huh, Bridget?
Oh, it sucks. Oh, I had a hard time the first month. Like a really hard time. Every time I thought about her, I would cry. Like it was a bad time.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need a little kangaroo pouch so we can keep them right here, keep them safe and warm.
Yeah, I know. It was a couple of months after I had moved here, and Julie got in an accident, in a car accident, and it was. I mean, she was fine. You know, of course, a little shook up or whatever, but she had her boyfriend there, and you know, he helped her through that, and you know, got it all figured out and everything. But I just, when I found out that she had had an accident, I just, you know, I just went to Mike, you know, and I started crying, and I was like, oh my God, he probably thinks I'm a complete idiot right now for, you know, bawling about it. But I felt so helpless, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and then the same thing with my daughter when her first marriage, you know, didn't work out. I mean, it was, I wanted to be there for her, and I you know, I couldn't physically be there, and it was rough.
Yeah.
But they made it through it.
I'm sorry, Sally. Martha. Yeah. I feel really bad for her.
I know.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, her son just moved out, and she's just really having a hard time. You know, because like there's nothing, you know, people only give you advice, you know, say you gotta let them go and stuff, but you don't want to.
No.
You know, and so you don't. When you have such a strong relationship with your kids, it's really hard to, you know, just let them up and leave, you know, because you just want to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Right.
And even though, like my daughter, she's like, Mom, I was never home anyway. I was always working. But the point is, you were home sleeping. I knew where you were. You were there, you know?
Right.
It's completely different than if they, you know, live somewhere else and they went home and slept and, you know, over there and you're not like, you know, keeping tabs on them or whatever, but you know, you feel like if you want to go in there and talk to them, then, you know, you can. You know, they're there, but
shoot, I thought mine never leave.
You know where they're at. You know that they got food in their belly.
Yeah.
You know that they're safe.
Right. And you know they're not struggling
I
to pay a bill or something like that. And,
I completely understand.
I got to the point to where I hardly talk to Job because I think he feels that he probably misses me, and I know I miss him, but
right.
he probably feels like if he talks to me that he'll miss me more.
Yeah.
I think that's the case anyways. And so Jonah talks to him almost daily, and I tell Jonah, tell Job I love him, and he says, okay, I will, because they play games together or whatever online. So
That used to be like my daughter Brandy. When she was like over at my mom's house or my mother-in-law's house or something for the night. And, I'd be like, oh, I miss you so much. How am I going to live without you? Just, how you do with little kids. Well, I had to stop doing that because she would feel so bad that mommy missed her so bad. She'd be like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
My mom misses me too much.
I was like that a lot. Like as a kid, I would always go over to people's house and spend the night, but there was times where I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd want to go home.
Yeah.
And so I would make either my uncle or my friend's, dad take me home, as soon as they got up in the morning, or, even in the middle of the night, I'd have my mom come get me because I missed her so much. And that was, that was me and my mom's relationship, like I was very attached to her, but then whenever I got older, I felt like I wanted to be more independent and kind of get away from my dad or Valerie's dad or whatever. And so and so I moved 2 states. I moved from California to Washington State to follow my boyfriend. And I know that hurt her. It had to hurt her so bad, that I moved. And I felt that. I was like, oh, Mom, when Job moved out the first time, I was like, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry for putting you through this. I feel so bad. I mean, I was just, talking to her, but she's not here, but telling her, I'm sorry because I know you miss me and I put you through hell, and I'm kind of paying for it now. Did everybody share their scores?
I suppose you would want to get away from Valerie's dad, that white man, because he didn't know the plight of a Japanese black woman.
That's right. He didn't have the same flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
For anybody that doesn't know, Sally fooled Tom and said that she had her and Valerie's dad are different dads.
Yeah.
Her dad is Japanese and black.
My dad's half black.
Your dad is not.
Yes, he is.
Stop it.
And Tom actually thought that they did have 2 different dads.
Oh my gosh.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Liar, liar, handsome.
I said they don't have 2 different dads.
She's a little embarrassed because she has a half black sister.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's okay. We were raised a little bit racist. We were raised a little bit racist. You're allowed, okay?
Callie Ann. Knock that shit off. Oh my gosh.
Nikki did it.
No, you did it.
Nikki didn't keep going.
That's all you, baby.
I'm innocent for once.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you stirred that shit.
Yep. Craftsman, that's a Sears brand, isn't it?
Craftsman, yeah.
Is that usually a good brand?
Yeah, it's decent.
Okay.
Why do I have no internet? What
are you talking about, Craftsman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it says USA on it, it's better than the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll sell better, and you will get that question when you go to sell Craftsman tools.
Okay.
It must be. Can somebody go to Etsy? Is it working for you?
Let me look.
Yeah.
It's working? Because I went to PayPal. It was working. Now I try to go to Etsy and it's saying it can't be reached. What is going on? Your internet ain't working, Amanda. Well, it says I'm connected, but it's...
Maybe you need to disconnect and then reconnect.
I'll be blaming everything on Amanda.
It's all her fault.
It's all Amanda's fault.
Pay your damn internet bill, Amanda. No.
Yeah,
Morning, Mama.
Mine is working fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's working now that I got off of her Wi-Fi. Never mind. Thank you.
Except I don't have any sales, so it's not working very well.
Have you gotten any sales at all in there?
None.
Really?
Not a one. And I have, but I mean, I know I've got to get some more listings up there too. I have 29 listings up. So I know that, I've got to start putting some more listings on there and get that built up too. So I get it. Eventually. Let's see here. Let's see, cat. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I had to get the cat out, and of course he didn't want to go out. It's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I had
the cat that never wanted to be in the house.
This is the cat that, he never for 8 years he's never been. Actually for 7 years he hasn't been in the house, and then this year he's decided, I kind of like that house thing, especially in the cold weather, which I'm fine with. But
you better be fine with that poor little baby.
But I have a little. I mean, but this is the thing: the dogs don't like him, and so
they just have to get used to him.
So he sits on the bar, which is fine. He sits on the bar, and I made him a little house, with a box, and put some bedding down for him so he could be all comfy. But he'll just stay in that box. He won't get out. So today I actually had to get the box, take it to the door, and put him out. I don't want to I'm afraid that if I pick him up, I'm afraid that he'll go ape shit on me, and I'm not doing all that. So,
poor guy.
He's okay, but I don't trust animals very well. And I'm sure he feels that too. But yeah. Just because he hasn't been in the house for 8 years. I mean, I don't, he's somewhat wild in a sense, And I know he's just trying to protect himself, but you got to go out sometime.
How's he getting along with the dogs? Is the dogs conform to his ways?
Ringo is okay with him, pretty much. Elvis doesn't want any part with him, and he will, he'll go after. He'll attack him. He will attack him.
Elvis will attack him?
Yeah. Oh.
I just wanted to say you guys are my friends, and I'm glad that we can talk to each other, and things going on in our life, it sometimes it sucks, and we talk about that too. It's life. And if you ever need to talk to somebody like one-on-one, you can always call me on Messenger, or probably anybody on the panel you could call, and talk to any one of us, if you want to do it personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know me, you can anybody can call me.
Yep.
That's the thing is, we're close, but I feel like this is my family,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys are family to me.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
I love you too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of people that I talk to around here. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't really. I have the postmaster Terry, and she's like, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
And you gotta have people. You gotta have people, that you can talk to,
and also that understand how your day is. Like, my sister and I, we're not as close as we used to be, but she doesn't understand how my day is. Like, she doesn't understand how this is.
Right.
Yeah.
How trying to put it.
How this all works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to not. I mean, relationships have changed severely over the past 10 years, to where people don't have personal relationships anymore. They just have a bunch of acquaintances, like they don't have one or two people that they can confide in, or whatever, or even a bunch of people that they can confide in. I know whenever I was in California, like, there was a bunch of people that I had personal, daily relationships with people. I would talk to people on the daily, and if I wanted to have them come to my house, and we could talk, they would do that. But when I moved here, that completely changed for me, and I've lost friends and everything, and I don't feel like I have closure from that. And when I say I lost friends, I've had friends that have died. And so it's hard to have that closure when you didn't have, at that time, you didn't have a face-to-face relationship with them. It was just us messaging over Facebook or whatever, and so it was really hard, and it's still hard. So, and I seem like I'm tough or whatever, but I freaking melt at the drop of a hat. I feel for people, and I've went through a lot of stuff in my own, in my own life, but I seem to understand a lot of problems that happen to people and stuff like that, and kind of take that as my own experience also. I don't know. I'm just glad that we have each other, though.
Yep.
I know that I can go to any one of you and talk to you and confide in you.
Yep. And we
so
won't
thank
say
y'all for
anything.
being in my life.
Aww.
Sally, we love you, Miss Sally. Sometimes. Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, I mean, we work at home. We don't see very many people. So, yeah, we've got a pretty big community here. So it's nice to have this big community to chat with. And
sure.
Just damn freaking internet. Anyway. Driving me. I'm on my hotspot on my phone so I can print.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with your internet? Why isn't it working?
Well, okay, listen. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I moved some boxes around in my room. And I knocked the plug out.
Okay.
So, but now when I plugged everything back in, it's not working. So I'm going to have to unplug everything.
No, just reset your router.
Yeah, I'm going to have to unplug it and wait.
You don't need to unplug it.
To reset it?
No, you should be able just to push a button.
Well, my internet's...
Just push a button. It should have a button that you push to reset, and then you just hold that down until the lights go off, and then hold it down until the lights come back on. You don't have to unplug it.
Okay.
And then it should work.
So Chris says to me, "Why is the internet down?" I said, "I have no idea what happened. So shh, this is between us." And I don't want to get yelled at today.
I know.
Is he at work?
I think so.
He probably is.
Yeah, probably.
Or else she'd be talking to him.
Now he'd be right there in her ear.
Thank all of you in the chat. I love you and appreciate you.
Yeah. Me too.
Group hug. All right. So got the mail out. Cat's out. Okay. Doing good.
How long does it take you to share your store, Valerie? Do you know? Like 30 minutes?
It depends on like
me?
the internet speed.
Oh.
I know that probably sounds dumb, but like usually I can get through them. I can if it's real easy to click through and go. Let's see if it's how it is right now. Yeah, I've never actually really timed myself because I have 600 listings.
Oh my God.
So
I listed 17 on Poshmark yesterday.
Woohoo! All right, I'm gonna time myself. 9:38. Sally, time me.
Okay.
Go. Everybody's so quiet.
Y'all can still talk.
Hurry, Valerie.
Hurry, Valerie, hurry.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Mary.
Hey, Mr. Tone.
Hey, did you get your internet back or are you still on your phone?
I'm on my hotspot so I can print.
Oh.
So I can't see chat, everybody, because I can't have too many windows open.
Okay.
I told her just to reset her router.
Well, I did, and I couldn't find the damn button, so I just unplugged everything, and now I'm waiting.
What are you waiting for, though?
My internet people said to wait 5 minutes after you unplug everything.
Welcome back, Tom.
Thank you, Nikki.
When you unplug everything, you only have to wait about 30 seconds and plug back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to wait 5 minutes, honey.
No.
Well,
I'm going by what they tell me to do.
that's what's on their little sheet, you know, because those people don't really know what the hell they're doing.
They just go by a script.
Yeah, that's it.
Why do you even talk
you
to
have to replug them back in for it to work.
I know this.
This is like, no shit, Sherlock.
Yep, we are family. We can swear at each other, call each other bitches, and we still love each other at the end of the day. That's family.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do.
I'm so
Yes,
upset.
we do.
I downloaded this pattern yesterday. Actually, not yesterday. I've had it forever. But
Oh, that didn't sound good.
I finally decided to try it out, and it's a dress towel topper. And the stupid thing, the lady, when she made it, miscounted or something because it's all screwed up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, like a knit thing?
And I did it 3 times, so I know it's not my fault.
A knitted thing?
Crochet, yeah.
Crochet, okay.
So and you change colors, and all that yarn is wasted, you know. And my time and my hand hurting, that's all wasted. Oh well. Guess I'm gonna have to make my own damn pattern.
Hank says, I was always surprised when people were like, oh yeah, never mind, I didn't have it plugged back in. It's working now, bye. When I did tech support.
Oh my God. Do you know how many times people have called me in the middle of the night saying, my CPAP won't work?
Yep. Go lay down.
And they'll say, oh, there's no power going to it. And I'll say, is it plugged in? And they would get pissed if I asked that. And I said, just go check, just go unplug it and then plug it back in. And then they come back to the phone, they say, I'm sorry, it wasn't even plugged in the first place.
Yeah.
This is like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay.
When I used to do computer repair.
I go back to bed.
When I used to do computer repair, my computer's not working. There's no power. I said, well, plug it in. Well, what do you think I am, stupid? Of course I got it plugged in. I said, just do me a favor and go check. Check at the outlet and check at the back of the computer. And usually it was the back of the computer that was unplugged.
Yeah.
Well, it must have not have been tight enough because it was plugged in. I said, it happens, you know, that you're not stupid, you know, because then they'd feel stupid.
Right.
And it's like, you're not stupid. It happens. You know, you move stuff around or whatever, it wiggles loose and you don't realize it because you didn't actually move it.
Right.
So you don't think about it. I said, you're not stupid. It happens. Just next time I tell you to do that, listen. Because, I mean, it was like $60 an hour for me to come to their house.
Right.
You know? I mean, I'm just saving them some money.
Yeah.
Ow. That hurt.
That's about like that question I got last year on a hand wind watch. Customer sent me a message. Does this have a new battery? Hand wind watches don't use batteries. Thank you for your interest. And they wrote back, oh, I feel so stupid now. And they bought the watch.
Thank you for your dumbass question.
Does this hand wind watch have a new battery? No, it doesn't.
Hank says I got really crafty at having them check that it was actually plugged in without actually saying those exact words. Maybe they shouldn't be near the plug. Like, okay, now the black cord at the far right of the box. Can you please unplug and replug that one? Walk away from the cord and find someone to plug that into the wall.
Yeah. And it would happen with printers and everything, you know, it's like, yeah.
Well, here's one for you. Gather up, children. It's time for Uncle Tom.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to say Hank's last one. She says, my all-time favorites were the ones that went, okay, I'm getting on the roof now, and you're coming with me. Okay.
I did some part-time work for Staples in their tech department. And I didn't sell him the first one, but this guy drove up from Lancaster, which is probably 45 minutes from here. I mean, it's a straight shot down one road. He got home. He bought a power supply. I mean, a power strip. You know, one of the really expensive ones with all the breakers and stuff in it.
Yeah.
So he got it home, plugged everything in, and nothing would power up. So he brought it back. And he was like, you know, I know electronics, they just don't. Sometimes there's a bad one. So we swapped it out and we threw that one into this, we inventoried it out and threw it over in the box where we send all that kind of crap back. And about an hour and a half, he was back.
Oh my.
This one doesn't work either. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see it. So I took it over to the workstation and plugged it in. And we had this little cheap-ass radio we'd plug it in, you know, to make sure things worked. And I plugged it in and turned the radio on, and it worked just fine. He said, what did you do? I said, well, I just plugged it on and turned on the power switch. He said, give me that GD thing back. And he said, I'm sorry to have wasted your time, because he wasn't turning. At the end, there was a switch that activated the whole breaker, the whole power strip. So he spent about 3 hours of his time in driving, plus a lot of aggravation because he just didn't look at the breaker switch. From the power strip off. He said, well, they should put it where you can see it. And I said, well, my thought is they put it down there so you don't actually accidentally like set something, knock something over onto it, and it turns off your computer or whatever electronics you got hooked to it. He said, well, that's a good point. and he wasted about 3 hours in travel time just because he didn't look at the power strip.
Wow.
Well, that was the other day when I was at home. I was telling these guys that my outlet isn't working by my computer anymore. And because I bought a new power strip thinking it was my power strip, and that didn't work, and I thought my outlet wasn't working. So the other day I was talking to Gary. I said, yeah, when we get back home, you're going to have to fix the outlet next to my chair. And he goes, why? And I said, well, it's not working anymore. I said, I bought a new power strip thinking the power strip was not working. And I said, and that didn't work, so it must be the outlet. And he goes, oh, you know what? I turned off that breaker that one day.
There you go.
I was like, are you kidding? There's something else running that wasn't supposed to be running. And he didn't want to fix it at that moment, so he shut off the breaker. Well, apparently that breaker is the same as the outlet next to my chair.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Freaking man.
Yeah.
Can't live with them and you can't shoot them.
Nope. Unfortunately.
What are you talking, Tom?
Pardon me? Oh, okay. You're making men jokes. You're men hating here now.
Okay.
Todd just doesn't say anything. He's already used to us.
No, I'm sitting here looking at
He's already got the selective hearing with us. He's already got that all trained in.
Yeah.
Dialed in.
Y'all are
okay.
Yeah, y'all are like getting close to the amount of being able to be ignored like my wife. You know?
Oh.
I was trying to figure out what you were saying because it sounded really bad.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were going to say we were ignorant.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, I can ignore y'all just about as easily as I can my wife now. So
there you go.
Okay.
Yay, we made it.
Yes.
that's an accomplishment.
Took a while, but
That's right.
I wasn't actually paying any attention because I'm looking at at a hazard light switch I got to replace in my car. And I was reading the specs on it, and I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
Okay, around my house, we don't get rid of nothing until it quits working.
Yeah. No.
And I've got it was Roberta's, but it's mine now. I've got a 2000 Chrysler 300, and it's got 96,000 miles on it. So it's just basically broken in good. But things have started breaking on it, like switches for the windows and things like that. So I go on eBay and order it, and I've learned how to take panels out and replace it because until the engine or the transmission goes, I'm going to keep driving it because I drive as you know, I drive a lot.
Yeah.
And so I was driving along, and all of a sudden my hazard lights come on.
Oh, wow.
And when you push down on the hazard lights, it's supposed to lock in and turn it off. Well, it doesn't. So I guess I'm gonna have to order one. Right. And right now it's rigged up. I've got an old couple of old like gift cards stuck down on it, and then I've got a long black zip tie strapped around it so it holds the button down. Because this will take about 5 days for it to get here.
Oh, I'm still sharing, Sally. Just so you know.
Okay.
It's probably going to take me a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe.
No, when you say, like y'all were doing the every 2 hour thing yesterday or whatever it was you were sharing, what were you sharing? Your own closet?
Yes.
And who were you sharing it with?
My followers.
With
your followers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With all
and
the
I know
people
y'all been
follow
getting
me.
a good bit of sales since you've started doing that. Is it because other your followers are buying them, or can you tell, or whether it's like they're sharing some stuff?
Usually it's people either searching something directly, or they're looking through the feed. And if you're sharing it, then it's coming up on the feed.
But are you sharing your whole closet, or just part of it?
I share my whole thing because I don't have very much.
But honestly, I don't think people look at the feed that much.
I seriously think that they directly search.
Yeah, I would say it's probably directly searched.
Exactly. I think the sales come from searches, not the feed.
Yeah.
Okay. With that in mind, because I know nothing about this, and I'm just asking questions because it's inquiring minds.
But the more you
are you selling more since y'all started? Excuse me. Go ahead, Nikki.
Tom, the more you share, the sharing keeps you at the top of the search results. It's not like eBay where you'll ride on the top of the search results for a week. No, you get dropped down the search results all the time. So the more you share, the more you're on the top of the search results.
So with this like 2 hour sharing thing that y'all been doing, it's automatically putting you back up at the top, but you're coming down again. So you're back at the top and coming down again.
Yeah, you're continuously coming down as new people are sharing and new people are listing and stuff. More people
Hank says, Tom, step 1 is to get a bunch of stuff listed on Posh. Let's take it back a notch and start there. First, you have to have stuff.
I love you, Hank.
First, you gotta have something to share.
I went through the same thing, Tom. They gave me this shit too.
We still give you that shit.
You do.
We ain't stopped.
No.
It says I have 239, but that's with my solds and stuff.
God.
My dad has a colonoscopy on those Wednesday that there's a bag sale, so I ain't gonna be able to go to a bag sale.
How dare him schedule that?
I plowed on the last bag sale, so there's no February bag sales for me.
I think I'm going to this next one.
Really?
Yeah. You should.
Yeah.
Mike, these women are harsh with this Posh stuff.
They are.
They will call you out in a minute. Because the crazy card, Mike, he says, "Whoa, you guys teaching Tom Posh? How could I been missing this?" They are brutal. You got to have stuff to share first, Tom.
I wonder if Mike remembers when Valerie first started having her Poshmark show. And Mike and I were chatting, and he said, "What is this Posh thing?" I said, "I don't know. I'll listen to her, but I am not doing this Poshmark thing. I have no desire to do it. I am not doing it at all." Wonder if he remembers that.
And well, what a gentleman for not throwing that in your face.
Yeah.
I was listening to somebody yesterday, and I don't remember who it was, but they've got stuff on like 4 and 5 platforms.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't keep up with that stuff.
Wait a
minute. That was y'all.
I have 4.
I have 4.
That was y'all I was listening to yesterday.
Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Together. Yeah, 4.
I don't even have Etsy.
I have 5. So I have Etsy, Poshmark, eBay, Together, and Bonanza.
Together sounds like a dating site.
It's not.
If it was, I'd be there.
Why do you think she's there, Tom?
I've talked to a friend of mine who is a programmer, and I said, I need to do a dating website for resellers.
I think that's a great idea. Somebody could do that.
We've been talking about that for a long time, actually.
For years.
Okay, that's a new show.
Oh my goodness!
Holy crap! What the hell is going on?
Okay, that's a new show.
Honestly, that is a fabulous idea because only resellers know the plight of a reseller, and if you try to hook up with somebody who does not understand reselling, they're going to walk into your house and go, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
It's really hard to find somebody that'll understand,
Right.
So if you hook up with another reseller, at least they'll understand.
Yeah.
Leave it to dear old Nikki. We're talking, romantics, trying to romance people here, and she's like hooking up.
And he said, "Tom, Together, where the lost socks finally make pairs."
That's right.
I don't think that'd work out though, because if 2 resellers hooked up, each one of them would be saying, "There's no way in hell I'm moving my death pile."
That's right.
You can move yours.
Well, see, that might be a good thing because each one of them will maintain their own residence, and they'll only get together to hook up.
Yeah. There you go.
And they'll go to a hotel because they don't want each other to see their death pile.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
They don't want other people looking through their death pile.
No. I might find something they want.
I know, right?
Either that or they'll go, "My God, this is worth such and such money. How come you haven't got it listed?"
Yep. That would be me. What the hell are you doing? Get this shit listed.
They'll have to look for new resellers that don't have death files.
Yeah, somebody needs to get on that. I've heard it in other channels too, so
Go ahead, Nikki.
somebody needs to get on that.
Mm-hmm. Tom's the one that has a wife that's a programmer.
No, she's not a programmer. She's not that kind of programmer.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, she's a programmer for she writes these really intense programs that access databases and it pulls all these different bits of data out and comes up with the answer that somebody wants.
Oh,
like how many male households watch Sex in the City?
Oh,
and they can tell. But it's but that's what she does. Have y'all had a heart-to-heart with Kathy? Is she okay, or they're just busy getting ready to move, or?
She's got all kinds of things going on right now.
Is she? I know there was somebody who was sick.
She was sick.
She was?
Yeah.
Okay, I am quoting. Okay, before you go blasting into my face, I am quoting.
You're what?
The Honorable Mike, also known as the Crazy Card, says, "Yep, I have dated other resellers. Picking bitches or nuts up." Unquote.
Wow.
Oh my
God. Oh God. Johanna's on him now. Mike, you're going to get some hate mail now.
I'm sure.
Have fun with that, Mike. Yep. You're by yourself on that one.
You're on your own, Mike.
Yeah, we're not going to give you any support on that one. There's too many women resellers.
You're right, Tom. You're a smart man.
I guess I need to go put these wrenches in my toolbox because I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of them.
Mike, okay, we're not mad. Can you take Mike's wrench away real quick? No.
What did you say?
I said, can you take Mike's wrench away real quick?
No, I'm talking about these that I've had on my desk for a while now. They're Huskies. They don't really.
Tom, not everything's about you, Tom. I'm talking. Take Mike's wrench away so I can block him.
I can't do that.
Or put him in timeout.
You have to. Valerie has to do that.
Yeah, I know. All right, Tom, just play with your wrenches.
Okay.
Nitty Gritty Picker says instead of she thinks my tractor's sexy, it'll be she thinks my death pile's sexy.
There you go. There you go. My death pile sexy. Really turns me on.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good. That goes pretty well together.
Yeah.
Said, where is the item I said I was going to list 4 years ago? I know you moved it. It was in Death Mountain number 12. Tell me.
Tell me now.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're death piles, not debt piles. I've been saying debt, D-E-B-T, not D-E-A-T-A.
No, death.
No, they're not debt. We can get money for them.
Well, until you do, they're just money that you spent that you.
Now, my credit card, yeah, that's a debt pile.
Yeah. My hospital bills, another debt pile.
You sell 100 things a day. You don't have no debt.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, you need to get
Upcoming
that
weddings
the happiest place in the world habit under control.
And that's why I have that.
Still listening or still sharing here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it's very slow. Like I just can't zoom through it.
How many items do you have?
600 and something.
But
it's so slow. Like if I click on the share, then it takes like a second for the sharing box to come up. So, like, I'm waiting. So it's taking some time.
Why don't you do it on your phone?
No, I don't. I hate doing it on my phone. It's not any quicker either.
Because you know you can just press on the photo and click
Right.
there.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I know, because before I was clicking on the item and sharing that way, and Carol told me that I could just click on the picture.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, but I don't know. I don't like. But usually it's not. It doesn't have the lag to it, and I can just click through it and get through it pretty quick. But yeah, today is kind of, and depends on the time of the day, I think.
Yeah.
But that's why it takes so long. So I'll just keep on clicking here. Eventually I'll get done.
If it wasn't for my phone, I'd never get anything done.
Yeah, because you're never at home.
Exactly.
There you go. Tom just tells it like it is.
You know what? I am 61 years old. I don't have many years left in my life, and I'm just not going to bullshit around anymore. You know, it's just what it is. I guess that's what old people have been doing. You know, you say, "Oh God, he's a crazy old cooter." Boy, that old woman's crazy because she don't care anymore.
No.
Right. Like Weezer.
Who?
Weezer.
From Magnolias.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite character.
That's exactly the person that I want to be like.
I don't know who that is.
Shirley MacLaine's character in film. Yeah.
I love that. I love her character.
Well, you've heard me say I love you more than my luggage. That's where I got that from. Because you know that's what Olivia Dukakis says. Weezer, I love you more than I do my luggage.
Yep. Yep.
Roberta likes that movie. That and Beaches. She'll sit there and just not cry, but you can see that she'll start wiping her eyes.
Oh yeah, the good old Beaches. I like the movie. One of my favorite movies is Legend of the Fall.
Frankie's. I'm not depressed. I've just been in a really bad mood for 40 years.
That's right. That's right. So true.
Okay. Steel Magnolias. When Olivia Dukakis is doing the color commentary of the football game, and she's talking about their uniforms. That's not what color commentary means, is it? That's when they're talking about what they're actually doing on the field. Is that not? Am I reading that right?
I don't know.
Because she's talking about how lovely their uniforms looked and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking right there.
I don't have any clue.
Anyway, that's a good movie. Steel Magnolias.
Oh yeah.
Driving Miss Daisy.
One of the best.
Bless you.
Drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice.
Yeah.
Julie says that all the time to Atlas. Drink your juice, Shelby.
They don't make movies like that anymore. They don't have actresses like that anymore.
I still gotta watch that movie, Widows. I haven't watched that yet.
Hey,
my goodness!
Holy smokes!
You there?
Yep.
I was talking to my friend last night that worked for PBS South Carolina, and he's talking. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
He's on the creation department.
Now put yourself on mute and go blow your nose.
He's I'll just do it right now. I don't give a crap.
Okay.
He's in the project creation department. God almighty.
Jesus. Are you gonna make it there, Tom?
Oh my gosh.
That's too many sneezes. That's not good for your heart. All right.
I tell you what, last night, my knee, I did something to my knee. I don't know if it was the stress of all the stuff that I did last week, but it was swollen. Like it was twice the size of my other knee.
Oh.
It was so, and it hurt. It just hurt just to step on it. And then if I stepped wrong, oh my God, it was just a shooting pain. It was horrible.
Oh. You okay now?
It's a little bit sore, but it's okay.
She'll let you know.
I was thinking I was going to have to put a wrap on it, but it seems to be okay today. Oh my gosh.
Mine has been popping like freaking.
You know why it's been popping?
Because I don't have any cartilage in it. I know why it's popping.
Anyway, I told him, I said, what do you think about the idea of sticking a 40-something-year-old woman in this world for a year?
I don't care.
He said,
what this is.
Who's talking?
I said, well, it probably cost about $150,000 for her to live there, plus the expense, production costs.
Right.
He said, go on. And I said, you could watch to see her slowly go crazy. He said, go on. I said, well, that's pretty much it. He said, let me talk to some people about that. He says, you got somebody in mind? I said, absolutely, I got somebody in mind, but I don't know whether her significant other will let her go. So, Bridget, would your significant other let you go?
I wasn't even listening to a word you just said.
Nice.
Okay, well, you're going to have to watch this whole video to find out what I said.
I was packing and I was busy muting Sally.
Nice.
I muted myself.
Well, I muted you first, and then you unmuted, and then you muted. Anyway,
Oh,
go ahead. Sorry, Tom. Go ahead. You are sneezing too much.
I'm done. I'm done now. I've already said my spiel. I don't want to have to repeat it for these people.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I suppose you'll have to go watch the.
She's going to have to sit down and watch the whole video to find it.
Yep.
No, I won't. I just timestamped it.
Y'all are funny.
So everybody's got all their stuff packed and ready to ship?
Oh yeah, mine's already gone. My mailman come and get it.
Mike says, wow, you can tell Bridget has kids. Now get the hell in there and wash your face too. Yep. Now go blow your damn nose.
Just washing his hands and face might help. Oh my God, I got all these mothers in here. I'm assuming Frankie Fines is a woman.
Yep. She is.
Dang mothers.
Todd? Okay, you're doing good right now, buddy. So let's keep going.
Dang.
Boy.
We got the mama bear in the house.
Or else what? You gonna come down here and whoop a knot on my head?
I can catch a flight right. What's your mother's? No, better yet. What's Gwen's phone number?
She can tell you this summer. I ain't giving it to you.
Oh, we're gonna get all the info this summer.
Oh.
We're gonna get all the intel.
Yes, sir.
Remember that time in 1982 when you.
That'll be fun.
Let it go.
I guess Tara's Jimbo's back, so Tara and Jim's having some quality time while the kids at school.
And that
she'll be probably out getting freaking hay or something.
I know. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
with the horses.
Or packing up the truck
quality.
again.
That's probably quality time.
Well, whatever you got to do.
Getting his ass packing the big things.
When my kids were little, quality time was when they were gone for the weekend, was just being able to sleep and do what the hell we wanted to do. Yeah. There was no boom chicka bow wow involved in that. It was just like sleep.
Yeah. Just relax.
Go someplace without worrying about go to a restaurant where spills do upset them.
Right.
Because we used to hang out at restaurants where, oh, it's no problem. They're little children. That's what, blah, blah, blah. I like going to places every once in a while. They say, unless you're, buying $12 drinks and knocking them over, we're not cleaning up behind you.
I've never been to a restaurant like that.
What? What type of restaurant?
I don't know.
One where spills upset them. In other words, it's not a
not a child restaurant. Yeah. Yep. I've been to somewhere shouldn't be a child restaurant. People bring their kids. You're like, what the heck are you doing?
Oh my gosh, Poshmark. I hate you.
I only have 189 listings, so I got to get listing more.
Are you still sharing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Well, I get. If you hit the wrong button, it'll take you to another screen, and so I have to backtrack.
Who's that?
And my freaking hand's numb. Oh yeah, I got all the excuses in the world. Just pick one. Oh my gosh. And it's slow, so it's a little frustrating.
Now, it's been a while since I've been into Posh and done anything.
Well, you were just in there yesterday.
I'm talking about listing or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Do you have to drag everything over into a new listing like from eBay? You can't just import from eBay.
No. You have to drag it.
Okay.
You have to copy and paste.
What's my login information?
Jesus.
I know I'm sad.
Oh my goodness.
Look, but see, here's the deal. Y'all were just bored to death if I wasn't here.
It's true. It's true.
Hank would have taken up golf or something like that. Since she's down in Florida with all those old people.
Come on, any day now.
I don't want that one. Why is that one showing up?
Hank, every time I get a trackball, I sell it. Man, those things bring good money. Take a flip-flop to your ass. Mike's pulling pigtails.
Oh, that's Mike. I know you.
What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. What are you doing?
Jenny?
I'm trying to breathe. That's what
I'm
I'm
breathe
doing.
out my face.
Okay.
She's so cute. Hi, Jenny. Oh, look at her.
Oh, Jenny.
She's so
You're
cute.
so cute, Jenny.
Oh,
Oh,
sweetheart.
What's
you
up,
get on
man?
the desk today, Jenny.
Jenny.
She's like, yeah, you can only see my hand too, like Dad's.
Aww.
Look, she can do the keyboard like Crazy Cat.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
Okay, I'll put you down now. She's like, you know how when dogs are ready to get down from your lap, they start moving their legs before you get them past the top of your legs, and they
Yeah.
poke your thighs and whatever else might be there.
Yep.
Whatever happens to be around that area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time for you to go.
All right, I got my packing done for today. Yay!
Good.
Good job.
That's a feat in itself.
Well, I have 6 more to do, but they're not pulled from the storage unit, and they don't have to go out till tomorrow. So,
Yeah. Screw it.
Screw it. I have 4 IKEA bags full. That's enough.
I'm such a loser.
Just be glad that that's over.
I know, I am. I got a list.
Yeah, I just finished 2. I had 16, and then I got 2 this morning. I went ahead and did them.
Oh, good.
Good job, Todd.
That's good.
So I'm rich. I'm rich.
Any more $3,000 watches or no?
No, the big deal was the windshield. I sold another windshield.
Oh, good.
That's
You did really good on those.
Yeah, I mean, I had like 14 of them.
Nice.
And I've sold about 8 of them now, and I've made $100 on each one.
That's good.
Sweet.
That's
Oh,
net.
that's awesome.
Cost the customers $145 with shipping. So
Can't usually go wrong with anything car parts.
No, not really.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes they're long tail, but you know, they sell. You know what I sold? I sold something weird yesterday, or was it this morning or yesterday? No, yesterday. Last night I sold my castanets.
Mm.
I just sold castanet. I've got them packed up, ready to go.
Did you? I just
Wow.
Really?
Oh my God, that's funny.
Both you and Todd sold castanets?
What towns are you going to? Maybe you sold them to the same person.
Let me see where mine.
Actually, I sold 2 pairs. Can't remember if I already shipped the other pair or not.
Let me see.
Yeah.
That's funny. Mine are going to. Where are they going? View order details. Florida, Winter Park, Florida.
All right. Oh, look at mine.
There's such thing as Winter Park, Florida.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a very expensive place to live, but it's really nice.
You know, that's in that movie. That has Jason Bateman in it. What's it called, Nikki?
Horrible Boss. Oh, that TV show?
No. When it has
Horrible Bosses?
Huh?
Horrible Bosses?
No.
Okay, I got one going. San Fernando, California. And the other one's going to... It's weird that they both sold a two pair and they both sold within like a day or two of each other.
Wow.
Arrested Development?
No.
Identity Thief?
Yes. Identity Thief. It has
The one with Melissa McCarthy in it?
The other pair are going
that's
to...
where she's at. It's Winter Park, Florida, and she's buying all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Aloha, Oregon.
Oh, okay. No.
It's Aloha. It's Aloha.
No, it's not. It's Aloha, like Hawaii.
It's not. Nope. It's Aloha.
How would you know that?
Because I have relatives that used to live there.
Oh, maybe I was thinking Winter Garden, Mike. Sorry. Not Winter Park. Winter Garden.
Oh.
And I wanted to see what I was selling. They're actually half a windshield on a truck. So I'll screen share. And there it is. It's got a metal frame and they're already in boxes.
Nice.
Again, Tom.
So all I got to do is slap a label on them and say bye-bye.
No, it's Winter Park. Their houses are like, yeah, their houses are like in the millions.
This is like half of a windshield. Because
are they for like a Jeep or what?
5-ton truck, military truck.
I don't know. Maybe it was Winter Garden, but I thought it was Winter Park.
Make up your damn mind, Bridget.
Well, I don't remember. I can't remember where. I was looking at places, and it's right near Disney World, and I can't remember if it was Winter Garden now or Winter Park.
Get them.
Well, that's the movie that Melissa McCarthy or that's the place where Melissa McCarthy is spending all the money that she's stealing from Jason Bateman. It's a freaking hilarious movie if you haven't seen it. Identity Thief.
I used to live in Winter Garden. It's not near Disney.
So, all right, I'm looking this shit up.
It might
Thunder.
Because I don't think Winter Park is expensive. It's kind of like Winter Garden.
In that movie, it looks like it is. I don't know. Still in real life.
Winter Garden is only 11 miles away from Disney World.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I think that's so nice.
So it probably is expensive.
Well, guys, I got a bunch of stuff to do. I got to go. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, have fun.
Bye.
You guys are still on a hangout. I'll come back later. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yeah, Winter Park is 30 miles from Disney, 20 to 30 miles. So, yeah, I was thinking Winter Garden. Sorry.
Winter Park is where the circuses used to go, wasn't it? For the winter.
Sounds familiar.
Still sharing, Valerie?
Yep. This really sucks with it being so slow, but I don't know.
Do you have to click every item, or can you?
No, you have to click every time. No, you can't bulk.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, it's just part of it.
That's what Brandon was saying the other day. He was watching me share on my desktop, and he goes, "Isn't there an all button or something that you can push and do them all at the same time?" He said, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It should have a place where it says all." And I said, "It does at the top, but you can't just share them all at one time. It just doesn't work that way." And he's like, they need to fix that. I'm like, well, that's just how it works, that's how everybody gets their top of the feed or whatever.
All right.
That's our Cassini.
Nearing the end.
So if you sell something on Posh that you've also got on eBay, then you run over to eBay and cancel it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. That reminds me. Thank you, Tom. I need to.
You're very welcome.
Take those boots.
Oh no, it's catching.
Oh my gosh. The epidemic.
I'm really trying not to buy anything, like hats or anything right now, because I'm trying to keep my money on Poshmark so I can use it for the summer.
Good. Come on. When did I start? 9:38?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, it almost took me an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant was talking about the show.
I'm still not done yet.
Oh.
No, still not done. Okay. I should have just a few more to go. But I'm gonna stick with it.
No, do you? No, never mind. I'm not going to ask.
What's the question? No.
I was going to say, do you not just list some of them and then hope that they go look at your closet for the rest of them, and then the next time you list another block?
Sometimes I list like 5 or 6 rows, or sometimes I'll list like all of my shirts, and then the next time I'll list all of my pants, jeans.
Right.
I'll do that sometimes.
You know what I'm doing right now? I'm just going down my eBay list of active listings, and I'm. Oh, he means sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not. I was gonna say that I go through my active listings on eBay and pick out clothing items, shoes, ties, belts, stuff like that, jewelry, and I list them on Poshmark. That's how it's not really like a decision process. I just list everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's supposed to go on there anyways.
Okay. All right, so I'm done.
Okay, so it took you almost
an hour. That's a lot of time.
You guys were telling me and talking about Poshmark, and I totally forgot I had stuff to pick up for Poshmark.
Oh,
totally forgot what?
She has stuff she's got to pack for that.
Oh,
I forgot because I'm so not used to having sales on there.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day.
No.
I hope everybody has a great day.
You can't do this to us.
Get some stuff done and get your listings done. Share your Poshmark store, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the listing challenge.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.